Hey, I'm Mr. Curl. Welcome back to Dirt Rally as I'm giving you some rallycross action for the first time from this game with my maiden visit to the Höljes circuit in Sweden. I probably mispronounced that hobby, so I do apologise for that. But World Rallycross actually visited the circuit in real life, I believe, this past weekend, so I thought it was a good time to unearth this footage and show you just how terrible I am at rallycross. In this game, we go for first place in this first heat, and on the first lap, we suffered our first spin, probably the first of many during this event. I said it's my first time around this circuit, so during these 4 heats I'm basically just learning the circuit where I can go fast, where I have to slow down slightly, and then hopefully during the semi-final and final, that's where the pace can come and I can win this event overall. At least that's the plan, but it would be a very uninteresting video if that actually happened. So buckle in, get the popcorn out for the next 20 minutes as we try and slide our way during this event. I do like that the game gave me wet weather for my first time around this circuit. Thanks for that, Dirt Rally. But it just makes the supercars even more spectacular as we drift it round the corners, fighting the back end over that jump again, and we got into the barrier. We learned nothing during the last lap, did we? As we bounce away into the Joker lap, where the Volkswagen is very slow in front of us. That's kind of the kindest Joker out of the 3 circuits in the game, so a bit surprising seeing that. But we jump away into 3rd place over that monster right-hand curb. If a Pirelli F1 tyre saw that, would probably burst into flames. But a very scruffy pass, but we somehow make up a position as we go into the right-hander, into the final jump of the lap, and into the final corner as we go into the 3rd lap. And we got another Volkswagen in front of us. I believe that's Heikkinen, I believe that's how you say it. And then we've got Nittish in the lead, but Moles in front. So we're battling for 2nd place, it seems like, in this first heat as we get all into the rear of that Volkswagen during that left-hander, but not quite close enough to make a move into this right one as you go very slowly over that monster curb as you saw in that previous lap. But they too much curb or go towards the marshal's post, and that can never end well. And I don't think the bumper for that Volkswagen is going to have a very happy ending either after that hit, as I'm just doing the British Touring Car Championship, their courtesy. You bash the guy in front, just that that you're there, and that I'm probably going to make a pass on you, and then you make the pass. It's just etiquette, okay? So we go on to the final lap, and now we're going to bash our way past the Volkswagen, this panel to panel, round the outside. Oh, nice move. No, it's not. You were punted round by the cheeky bugger. Come back here. That's not on. As you go into the right hand, and we got a very inviting left-hander coming up. Dive down the inside. Get out of the way, son. This is our position. We will not be denied. God, see, terrible etiquette from the Volkswagen. At least we were nice. We bashed, and then we bashed away by, and now we bashed away by again. And hopefully we're going to hold on to 2nd place, even though we're on the grass. Get off there. You're not a lawnmower. But we don't have a long run to the line. Just get the power down quickly. And we finished in 2nd place. Just about. So that is the first heat done. Only 3 more to go before the semi-final and final, hopefully. So in the 2nd heat, we're starting from 2nd place in our Peter Solberg Citroen. And hopefully can actually make it during this first corner. Of course not. Of course not. We went for first. We saw a big hole there. We couldn't exist. We got way too excited though. You never want to get too excited when you see a hole that big. But we're going through the right-hander. Oh, we're on the grass again. Into the left-hander. Into this chunky right-hander. That's nicely done. You don't want to take too much curb into that right-hander. As you go into the left, and we've got lots of time to make up. Look at that. We're a few seconds back from 3rd from our friend Heikkinen. So we got an incentive to catch up to 3rd there a bit from our rival in the first heat. We've got Nittish in 2nd. I believe that is Backroot in 1st. I can't really tell my preview window. I apologise for that. But we're going into the right-hander. We got a bit sideways, so we just about hold on. Then into this Joker lap. As I said, it's probably the most kind of lenient Joker out of the 3 circuits. I actually quite like this Joker. You can really carry speed into it. Unlike the Lydden Hill Joker, whoever designed that, you're going out back with the guy who designed the Oshel slave, and I apologise for my terrible German pronunciation there, of that circle, of that first corner. That's a horrid Joker. Why would you design that? And then the Joker at Hell, that's actually pretty nice. You can probably quote me on that. The Joker in Hell's pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty nice. You just, brake and then do the handbrake and then you're off. So yeah, the two Jokers in kind of the Nordic countries in Scandinavia, they're actually pretty nice. But, the Joker in Britain, not very good at all. As we make up to third place. Yeah, nice clean move down the inside of Heikkinen. No silly business there. We did a bit of a kind of what Nico Rosberg tried to do to Lewis Hamilton in Austria. Try and push him right slightly, but we actually kept our car intact. And so we're up to third place. And Nitish and Bakaru, not that far in front, no. So we can actually kind of see them if we keep it to... Of course we're not keeping it together. We're on the bloody grass on the frickin' straight. My God, man. Keep yourself together, Paskev. He's going to the... Oh, no, we've totally lost it. In the final corner, we drift way too much in this wet weather in our Subaru car. As I said, I'm in the Pit Solberg car. One of my favourite rally drivers and one of my favourite rallycross drivers at the moment. Really do love how the guy kind of drives and just handles himself. He really is Mr. Hollywood. As on this final lap, we are really gaining on second place. Taking a good line over that right-hand curb. Don't want to take too much of that curb, of course. And this circuit's all about just hitting your marks, Getting into that rhythm on the first lap so you can maintain it for the next, 3 laps or 5 laps in the semi-final and final. And so we're not really doing that. Oh, that's a horrid drift over that right-hander. Are we holding on to third place even from fourth place? It's going to the final corner. Oh, where is he? Where is fourth? It was quite comfortable in the end as we finished third in that heat and we've dropped down to third overall. But that will do. Top 12 from the 16 qualify after the first 4 heats for the semi-finals. That's what we want to do. So we're in a very good position halfway through these heats. So in the third heat, we're starting for third. Another average start there. We're braking heavily, of course, as you would expect in that first jump. We actually made it for once. And we're going to go for the Joker. We're going for the kind of clean air so we can just nail it. And hopefully we can jump the drivers in front when they take their Jokers. So we're thinking tactically here. I believe that's something like Solberg actually does in real life. He either goes really late or he goes really early, and he likes the clean air, and so that's how he kind of dominates. But of course, at the moment, well, not this year. Mattis Ekstrom is actually dominating. A DTM driver is dominating rallycross at the moment. But in this race, as we get back to it, we're behind the Volkswagen. We're behind Heikkinen, our old friend. So are we going to bash our way past him in this third heat? Oh, we're getting into the rear there. Gave him a little courtesy nudge. Now we're going to dive down his in. Oh no, he saw us. He didn't want any part of this. He thought he'd take the Joker. Much safer option for him. So we're up to second place. Jumped the 2 guys who have taken the Joker, and so we can see first right in front, and they haven't taken the Joker. So we just got to keep it together somehow. We haven't done it in the previous 2 races. Just keep it together. As I said, get into that rhythm, hit our marks. That's what this circuit's all about, especially in that tricky middle sector with the corners just flowing into each other. If you get one corner wrong there, you cost yourself in the next corner, then you're perhaps out of shape for another corner, and then the next corner. So you really got to, just flow into the corners in this section of the track, not hit the inside curb and go on 2 wheels. I didn't know you could do that at that time. So, that's put in the memory bank. Don't touch that inside curb. Most of the curbs here are evil. As you see, that monster curb, that weird curb and that left-hander, right around the Joker entry. This corner where you change down gear way too late and then you drift wide. What an idiot I am. I should be, changing down the gears into the corner, get some engine braking going. But I did it way too late. And we're short shifting, of course, in the wet so we don't lose too much traction, coming out of the corners. Get, great acceleration out of the corner. So you go into the final lap. All you've got to do is keep it together to win this heat. Oh my God, we've lost in that bloody jump again. What are you doing? But a good recovery there. If there's anything that I've learned from sim racing over the years, from my many spins, is how to recover well. And I think I did okay there. So you're given the courtesy bump there. Now we're going to dive down your inside into the left-hander. Are we holding on? We've gone a bit wide. Get on the power early or too early. We're in the grass. What are you doing? You've got to get on the power early, but of course not drive into the grass. I think have an attraction to the grass around this circuit as we've lost it in the right-hander. Oh my God, we've gone to pieces on this final lap as there goes Nitish into second. Oh, we're drifting around the final corner now as we somehow make it to the finish. But we made it in 3rd place when we had that heat in our back. Oh, we lost in the final lap. Terrible driving. But it is the heats. We're just adding up, the points, for the semi-final and final. So if we lose at the semi-final and final, then that is bad. But this time, we got good finish. Finished tied up now. I think we're going to get in the top 12. So let's just have some fun in this final heat. Try and win it as we're going into the dirt. And we're bouncing away into the Joker. Oh, what are you doing, Volkswagen? Heikkinen again. This is a blood feud. Come on, we're getting back at him. Push him wide. There we go. Give him the courtesy nudge. Now we ram it down his inside. There we go. We're taking no nonsense from him. And throughout all of these heats, he seems to be our one arch enemy. And it seems to, solidify itself here in this final heat. But, well, oh my god, we're very messy. Over that right hand, he's digging down our inside. Get out of here. We're pushing you onto grass. You're a lawnmower. Get out of here. As we go on to the second lap, we're somehow holding on to 3rd place. So any advantage we wanted from taking an early Joker disappeared immediately. So now we're just trying to hit our marks, get a good rhythm going, and try and make it past Nitish, who had a horrible exit from the pit lane. I'm not sure if the AI are still a bit funky in the way of taking that Joker, but at the time, as you see, they're a bit, making mistakes there. But we're up to 2nd place now, and once again, Bakaroot not taking his Joker, leaving it until this 3rd lap. I've never seen the AI leave it till the final lap. They normally take it on the 1st lap or middle part of the race, but never on the final lap, at least from what I've seen in this game. So he's probably going to take his Joker. Hopefully he'll be alongside, or we can make a move like we did on Nitish if he comes out in front of us. So let's see. He is out in front. So here we go into the right hand. We're a bit too far back. But into the left-hander. That's where we're going to try and make our move. As we're going to try and bash it down the inside like the previous heat. But this time we got him as kind of a buffer instead of just running wide. And so we're up to 1st place as we approach the final lap of this heat. The final heat. We're getting to the semi-final and final. Oh my god, why are we in the grass? We're not a lawnmower. We've been through this. As we go through the final corner somehow. So onto the final lap. Now can we keep it together? And like the previous heat, that was an abysmal show. We've made it through the first very tricky part. Look at this, we're fighting the back end all the time. Now we've got to get into the rhythm as this corner leads into that corner. Let's get into the right hand. Nicely done, not too much curve there. You don't want to take the monster kind of section in the inside of that curve. You want to take the outer curve. Got on the power a bit late there, but a bit slidey. But we've got short shifting, we're getting the traction going. Now this right hand, I don't want to drift it too much. Back end always loses itself going into the right hander, but you just got to be careful with the power, especially through it. And now into the final corner. Look at that. That's what we should have done on the previous heat, but we finally got our first one. Look at our time as well. That's like 7 seconds faster than our previous fastest. So very good final heat. Very good for us heading into the semi-finals. We finished 3rd overall. So finishing the top 12. Now it splits into 2 groups of 6, and now we've got to finish in the top 3 in the semi-final to make the final. And now we've got 6 laps to tackle. I could barely keep it together for 4 laps. I'm going to survive another couple of laps as we got an average start there. Looking around the outside though, into the lead we go. We can take the Joker on the first lap. Of course we are. Get it out of the way. Is anybody following us? I think there is. No one did. No one did. So we've got an advantage, and everyone else says, oh, that's a lazy move down the inside. I just wanted to say hi to the marshal. Just wanted to thank him for his tireless work. I know it's during the race, but I couldn't think of any other moment. So I wouldn't recommend that line. You've got to be very precise to make it through there at speed. But yeah, that was a very poor move from us there. A bit of a dive. And we just got, once again, we just got excited seeing a gap there. And rightfully, the AI took none of our nonsense and pushed us wide. So on to this second lap, making it around the outside of, is that Doran? Oh, he's giving us a little courtesy tap. Oh, and there though, this is a Volkswagen. We've got to get past him quickly as we're into 3rd place, sideways over the jump. Oh, these supercars are so spectacular, as you can see, especially in real life. They're just drifting and handbraking around the corners like this, except in dry weather. That's what surprised me about this game. In dry weather on this tarmac, I would have to be incredibly smooth, I found, to be at my fastest. So it's a bit different. From real life. Maybe there's too much grip on the tarmac, I'm not sure in this game, as you've seen perhaps in my Pipe Speak run, where I smashed loads record, spoiler alert, for my last video. Maybe there is too much grip, you know, on the tarmac in this game, but yeah. In this game, you know, if it was dry, I would have to be very smooth, like at Leiden Hill as well. At Hell, I don't have to be smooth at all. I can just, you know, bash it, just chuck the car around every corner. It's so much fun. That's why it's probably my favourite rallycross circuit in the game. And then it's Leiden Hill, and then it's this circuit. As we gave our idol, our hero, Solberg, the courtesy bump. You know, letting him know that we're trying to make our way by. But he's defending well into this final corner. As well, we're gonna give it a bit of a dive. We're giving each other room here. Got a little tap there. But we're up to second place now, and we're in brilliant position to win this heat, to win this semi-final even, and go through to the final. As he's gone into the Joker. He wants to get rid of us. He doesn't like stalkers or super fans, so he just wants to get away from me. As we go onto this long left-hander, probably my favourite corner actually on this circuit. You know, you really got to take the speed into the corner and really got to get on the power early out of that corner. That's why I love that corner. It's all about aggression, really. But also, as I said, you've got to be a bit smooth as well, as it's a tarmac corner. But now we go on to the penultimate lap in second place. We're looking very good in this semi-final to win it. Once again, there's our friend MacLeod. Oh, on two wheels, but we didn't have too much speed there. Didn't clip it too badly. As he's taking his Joker once again very late in the race. And there we go, into the lead. Can we just keep it together like we did in the final heat? As we, oh my god, we are drifting it. That was a bit too aggressive there. But we're short shifting it again in the rain to get acceleration out of the corner and just keep the traction as well. Very tricky in these wet conditions, as I'm really demonstrating during that right-hander. I think I'm informing the drift by mistake here. As we go on to the final lap, and it looks like Solberg and MacLeod are going through alongside us at the moment. As we're going sideways into that right-hander, into the left. Well, this is really, you know, nail-biting stuff here, as it looks like I'm just losing the car everywhere. Where am I going? I've lost the circuit. I went very wide into that left-hander. As I said, just losing the rhythm once again there. That cost me in the left, then the right-hander, and really into this left-hander as well. But even though we can get on the power early, hopefully keep the pace out of the corner, and then through the right. Oh, we're drifting it again. We definitely have been confused with forming the drift, but we're holding on to first, it looks like. As MacLeod looks down the inside, we've gone wide though. We've gone wide, we lost the car in the final corner, on the final lap. We lost the win in the semi-final, but we have finished in the top three, so we qualify for the final, along with Solberg as well from heat. And our friend there, Ikonen, he's got through to the final in his Volkswagen. So let's hope we can maybe continue the feud in this final as we get away from fourth place, is that, or third place? As we've been pushed into the bay on the inside. Oh my god, very dirty. Early on, we've got someone taking the Joker in front, very wide though, very messy in front of us as we're in last place. But we're diving. Oh, there we go. That's for all of the trouble you've caused us this heat. You pushed into the barrier, mate. My god, we were a bit brutal there, but I think to kind of close the chapter on our rivalry during this event, I thought that was quite fitting. So we're in fourth place, and we're going into the final corner on this first lap. We still got 5 laps to go. My god, so much action on this first lap. We're behind Solberg. Oh, we're going wheel to wheel. We're going round his outside, and he takes the Joker once again. He saw me. Super fan. Doesn't like his stalkers. So we're up to third place. We've got another Volkswagen in front. It's that PG Anderson. As we give him again the courtesy bump, and then we're down the inside. Look at that, throwing our etiquette to the T. So we're up to second place once again. Our friend MacLeod hasn't taken his Joker. He's in front of us, and so once again it's that familiar feeling where once again we braked into the grass. Not very good at all, but where we know he's probably going to take another lap or two to take the Joker, and then we can inherit first place. And I do apologise if I clipped briefly as well before during that excitement with the Volkswagen of ending our deal with Ikonen, and I think we did. He's in last, so he's going to be keeping out of our way, I think, after this race as well. We set down a marker for all of our rallycross events with him. But in second place, we're in a good rhythm at the moment. Look at this. We're hitting our marks, hitting the corners. As I said, that's what the circuit's really all about. It's not like Lydden Hill where there's some gaps between the corners, so it's more about getting into corners than out of the corners. You know, it's not really about kind of rhythm, it's just about hitting your marks in the corners, really. And in Hell, as I said, it's just about drifting it around and making sure you control it. Control the damn thing. Just be out of control, but in control at the same time. And as I said, that's probably why I really love that circuit. A very fast circuit as well. So, we're on the back of Bakarut. As I said, oh, losing the rear. Got a short shift, mate. Got the short shift. But be careful in the power as well, as we're just about doing that through this right-hander. No more drifting, no more forming the D stop here. Through that right-hander into the last corner. Bit of that, but we, as I said, controlling it. And onto this penultimate lap of this final. Have we actually kept it together? No, we haven't. Two wheels, where are we going? We're in the gravel trap. We're in the Joker. We're saving ourselves time here by going through the Joker. At least I thought I was. But then they hit the bag on the inside. We've turned into an AI on this fifth lap through the Joker. The worst time to do it. So we have got a battle for this win. I thought I was just going to, inherit the lead when Bakarut took his Joker. And I followed him through there. Terrible decision. But, as I said, maybe forced because we took two wheels. We were totally offline. It was just, I could put the power down and just head straight towards the Joker instead of being very slow through the left-hander, through the right, and definitely be behind Bakarut. Now we're just in his wheel tracks for this final lap. Can we keep it together? Can we be driving like we did in the final heat? Hitting our marks, getting into that rhythm. Look at this. We definitely are following his wheel tracks. We're virtually on AI now. As he died down, he is on into the right hand. A very brave move. But he's looking on the outside. But we've got the inside for the left. We're going wide. Oh, this is not going to end up like the third heat. No, it's not. We're not in the grass. We've held on to the lead. Have we actually won it on this final lap? What an adventure it has been as we hold it through that right-hander into the final corner. We braked early, very early. Oh, he's all over our rear, but it's not a long run to the line. And we have won the event just about from Bakarut. But what an exciting event that was on Höljes. My first time round it. I think I'm a bit better now. And look at that, a few tenths of a second. I really hope you did enjoy that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.